All right, everybody. So we're starting Predator and Prey with an hour and a half to go, with the goal of getting 450 points or 500. Now, this would have actually been an ideal one to keep up on, and if you watched my earlier video, like I say, just stay outside of that, top 100 bubble, and you can creep up and follow it all the way to the end until you decide to make your move and get some serious points going on. And in this case, that would have been a super sweet move, because if you check the scoreboard, top 10 is 3,000 points, meaning that you could very easily have stayed out of that bubble with, probably a good 1,000 points. And checking the rewards, what is that 1,000 points? Hulk, yes, would have been awesome. But I stayed out of this, saved it for the end as an example. So, checking the pins, we've got 62s, we have a 65. That's a pretty easy to beat 65. So we'll just go ahead and jump in with that. And I'm starting these guys off all fresh. These two are boosted for the event. 4 stars, which is nice, but that's certainly not necessary to achieve great results. It could use somebody else. However, do remember that whatever you are attacking with is what is also defending you. So as other people are attacking you and you're getting points, that's what people are facing off against. So if you decide to grab something just because it's ISO boosted, Steve Rogers isn't too bad. It takes him a while to wind up, though. Gamora, she fires off quickly, but she's not very strong. Luke Cage is always a favorite, but when you've got Black Panther, who's also running off of black and yellow, probably not the greatest choice. Dr. Octopus is a joke, unless you're going to have, Carnage out there to make sure that they have a ton of attack tiles going on the board. She-Hulk is a pain in the butt for her green. Her red can be a little disruptive. Ghost Rider, if you've got him boosted, that would be a good choice too. But for my purposes for this run, we're just going to be doing Nick and Wolverine. And then we always run this with 2 each on the colors to give them a jump start. And I don't worry about the team up, because they're just not as effective, and they're not reliable, and it's not something that you can really, base your fight on. So with that, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. Again, starting with 0 points and an hour and a half to go. And the reason for this is because, I've got people in my alliance who are like, 450 points is hard, it's difficult, I don't know if I can do it. And it's so super easy to achieve, in a minimal amount of time. You get to choose what time your PvP round ends, which is the greatest. And aside from that, you don't have to do this right at the end. You can do it at any shieldable time prior to, so say, you choose 11 o'clock or, 5 p.m. or something like that, because it's going to be heavily populated. It's going to have that heavy top score so that you can sneak in there with your points well over that top 100 bubble. But you could do it 8 hours before, and then throw on an 8-hour shield, or you can do it 3 hours before, or 5 hours actually, if you're counting, the extra 2 for doing it. And you could throw on that, 3-hour shield, whatever you want to do. But the point being that you control the time, and you do actually have some control over the bracketing, which is going to affect what the point spread is. So there's really not an excuse for not being able to perform, because you get to choose the time, you get to, set your own stage for success. Life happens, surprises come up, whatever. But as a regular thing, it's just not something where you can be like, oh, I just can't. Yeah, you can. Suck it up and get in there. And again, just because I'm using a couple of stars is not, that's not the end-all be-all of it either, because you can certainly do it with, 3 stars. You could even do it with 2 stars. You just need to take things a little bit slower and be sure of what your matches are. I mean, there was a time when that's what I was doing. So we've got what we need for Nick on his Avengers Assemble, which I love to start off with. I don't need to use it yet, and so I'm actually going to play this out just a little while longer and see if I can double up, or at least, get a couple of the other powers ready. So, they're pulling a bunch of red, which they don't use, I don't use, so it really doesn't matter. The blue, Dakin can run away with that and have a little bit of fun, but, that's not really that big of a concern for me. I would like a little bit of blue, so we're going to go ahead and let him get hit by a chemical reaction, him being Nick Fury. And see, this is why you don't match Luke Cage with Black Panther, because Black Panther's black deals over 5,000 points of damage to everybody. And Luke is over here, you just saw him use Jab Jab Cross to hit for about 1,000 points of damage, and then when he hits again, 3,000 points of damage. Okay, this guy is not built very well. Mine is built to do more damage and also stun, so this is not not a good build, not effective. So woe be the person who has this team. Word of the wise, don't build Luke weakly like that. Excuse that interruption there. And now we're going to throw some green out. Yeah, they got a little bit of defense. That's fine. Not a problem. Ooh. That was cute. All right. So now we're going to have to check the spread because they've got a little bit of AP under their belt. They've got green they can't use. They've got red they can't use. They've got blue, which they'll usually throw to Dakin, unfortunately. And, I mean, for them. Yeah, so we're still not really seeing a lot of threat going on. But let's go ahead and get this party started. And since Dakin's the one that can actually hit us right now, we're going to go ahead and stun him. Boom, 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 boom. Get the whole team in on it. All right. And then, let's see, for Gits and Shiggles, let's go ahead and Yellow Blast. Oh, do we want to Yellow Blast or do we want to just Team Attack? Let's go ahead and Team Attack for 5,000. Let's go ahead and X-Force, see what we destroy, what we can take out right there. Let's go ahead and do a Skull Cap. Boom. And Luke Cage there. And then we'll take out that defense as well. And we got our blue, which is going to give us the win. And we don't really have a lot of damage to worry about either at this point. So, yay. And then if we've got any 4 in a row, we leave those for the unsuspecting opposing team. But I don't, so I'm going to grab the green and the purple. And we used one of our trap tiles there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Nope, I didn't line that one up. That's okay. But he'll take out his pieces. And again, he's really not doing anything to us that we care about. And we'll just go ahead and kind of finish this off so we can move to the next round. I haven't taken enough damage to really worry about healing anybody up. We got 67 points there. We are well on our way to that lovely... It'll remind me later. I don't like that you can leave feedback on the game and then like every time that they release a new version or something you got to update it. Otherwise they just keep asking you. So here's a 69. And now this is a mistake. Don't do this with your team. we have all three of them using yellow and black. And then the red is a passive. Don't do this, people. Just don't. So the only colors that are actually being used here are yellow, black, which the computer is not going to use those in your best interest. A little bit of green, but Wolverine's green is not, a life-threatening ability. Don't do this, people. Seriously. Shoot yourself in the frickin' foot. It's not a good defensive team. And it's not even a good offensive team because you're really restricting what you can use. So when you're out here gathering AP and you're playing, you're setting yourself up for a loss. That's all there really is to it. It's kind of arbitrary who to take. Let's go for Black Panther first just because. And even though I don't have to do the red, but get some other miscellaneous AP going on there. See, I mean, there's so much stuff. Look at all this purple. They can't use purple. So you set yourself up with a team like this, and what are you going to grab? Yeah, they're grabbing team-up tiles. Woohoo. And what do they have for team-up? Beast. Mutagenic Breakthrough. Oh, that's going to do a ton of good. So, yeah, just be kind to yourself. Don't do that. We're going to get a 5 in a row here off of the combo. And we've got our purple on. Once again, we're going to be saving up for that yellow, if we can. Let's get some black and purple. I see the yellow on the bottom. There's the Mutagenic Breakthrough. All right, so where do we have to destroy the blue? There we go. Probably not even going to worry about it. 2 strength 139 tiles. Okay, well, yeah, just not that threatening. All right, so gathering up our yellow, and then we'll go ahead and do an AP check and see where we're at. Oh, they got defense tiles. Yay. I'm so happy for them. All right, except for green, we are good to go. So, and we don't have anything that is seriously threatening us at the moment. Hey, bye-bye to your defense. Seriously. Not a good team. People, don't do this to yourself. But, oh, there was the green. All right. So he's going to hit with Wolverine. Oh, we got a 5 in a row. That's always nice. And a bunch of other stuff going on. Screaming Green just happened. So we're good there. All we need is a little bit of yellow, and we are good to roll. Now, since I know that Wolverine's attack is coming, generally I would like to head that off with Wolverine, since I can heal it up later. But really, I'm not going to be using yellow to heal a bunch. I'm going to be more used. So, yeah, I'm not really going to be using Wolverine's yellow to heal up unless it's towards the end of a match and I've already taken down a bunch of stuff and don't have anything threatening me. Mostly I'm going to be using the heal packs to accomplish that. So we are ready to roll here. Roll out, take charge, and smush these guys. We got a bunch of abilities ready. I could use a little bit more black. I'll probably get that here shortly. So we'll just take a quick check and see who can actually do anything to us, which is nobody, because they don't have anything, except for Luke Cage could throw his weak-ass little punch, his starter punch, to get the ball rolling. So, you know what? We're just going to start right here at the top, and Avengers Assemble. Stun damage, do a bunch of stuff. Yay. And then we'll go ahead and... Who do I want? Alright, so we're going to do this here. Get a bunch more yellow going on. And, I think we're just going to go ahead and finish out with yellow. We're going to hold on to some of the fun. Let's get rid of that. Ooh. Yep. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. All right, so they're going to do a 4 in a row over here because they have to, because of the computer. Or do we want it? Oh, we've got a couple built up for escape plan. Nice. But we're going to finish off with a little bit of... Let's get the black here so we can actually utilize that ability. See, there's the purple. Nick is no longer stunned. And just because he actually has the 6 that he needs to do another punch, we're going to go ahead and stun him. We got our wonderful blocks out here. Greens. We get to take out the greens. Let's figure out who has the most hit points, and boom. We say bye-bye. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming our way here. Let's pop a cap. Boom. And I don't know how we want to finish him off. Let's go ahead and give him a snickety snick, and then we'll pop a cap if he's still standing. And he is hanging in there. All right. Bye-bye. See, and then, like, this is a point when I could have just hung around for a while and used that yellow to heal Wolverine, but I'm not going to. All right. So, we're a third of the way there already. 50 points. Not bad. Another 50 points. Let's go ahead and burn through some ISO. And people, don't be afraid to burn ISO to look for a good round. Look for opponents that you can beat, and look for a point value that is actually worth your time. 50 points for weak characters like this, let's go for it. Why not? Right now, with the bracket being the way that it is, I could probably still get, some 60 to 70 point values. But this is super easy. I'm not even going to heal him. He's sitting at about a third of his life. 8,000 out of 24. But feeling pretty confident about this. And then, yeah, burning the ISO for this. But if you actually watch my ISO here at the top, you're going to see, even though I'm using these, that I'm still going to increase over time with my rewards and stuff. So it's not even something to worry about. I burn through the ISO to set my matches. I burn through the ISO to get those boosts, and I still come out ahead at the end. So, oh, we got a nice, lovely 5 in a row to start things off over here. Yes, 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 love it. We could match off of that. Let's see. But I think I'm going to take the 4 in a row instead and just kind of see what happens. See, so there they used it against me. Took 1,000 points off of Wolverine, but that's okay because he's just going to get a heal. When I come out the other side of this. So we're almost ready for black. We can go ahead and just take somebody out if we would like to. Let's see, do I want blue or purple? We got a bunch of blue hanging out here, so probably go ahead and grab the purple for now and save the blue for here. And there, and there. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit more black and blue going on. Yep, I see him speeding up. That's okay. Doesn't really concern me too much. And let's do that. Okay, so Fists of Fury. So the next blue one is going to blast me, but we might be able to do something about it before then. Yes, I am unconcerned. Oh, see, there's a blue right there. So if we leave it alone. All right. And yellow is the key here. All right. Yeah, we could do this yellow and then this black and do a lot more across the board, but instead, you know what? I'm going to just take Pietro out because I don't really want him to be smacking me around with his frickin' speed up. And then, yay. Now the one thing though is that yellow is actually based on Black Panther. So if I wanted to keep this rolling with the Surgical Strike, what I should have done is to take out Black Panther with the yellow, and then since I would have had more surgical strike. I didn't know it at the time, but yeah. Then I could have turned it around and gone after somebody else with a different color, which there would have been a higher concentration of on the screen. So, just word to the wise that... So, you know what? Instead of saving up for the yellow, we're just going to put an end to all of this. So, and how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to throw this out here to boost up our attack. I didn't wait until we had 12 team-up AP to make that more effective, but whatever. And then we're going to shoot him in the foot. Watch him hobble off to the corner. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of rage. Why not? And then we're going to make a deadly field with demolition and watch him stumble into this. So, and we'll go ahead and let Wolverine have a little bit of the fun and enjoyment while we wait for him to stumble into something unkind. All right. And yeah, we could throw out the, use the green there. But there we go. Boom. Bye-bye. Victory. And we'll go ahead and heal up Nick this next round, whatever we're fighting. So we're sitting at almost 200 points, and, we're 20 minutes in. So, easy peasy. We got 49s. Just because I can, I'm going to see what else we got out there. Oh, 58, yes. Love it. Beautiful. All right, Nick, you get your heal. And we're jumping in. Throw a little bit more out here. Okay. And again, this could just as easily be accomplished with a lesser team. I'm going to start with Iron Man 40. Why does everybody love Iron Man 40? Because he is the AP builder. You've got Loki. You've got the Hood, a man who's named after his articles of clothing. You've got Black Widow. Not this Black Widow, the other Black Widow. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they're good, but they don't have a lot of hit points. And they're not very deadly besides. They can be in the right combination if they're, their synergy is good with the teammates. Loki pairs really, really well with a good Riesling. With a character that builds up a lot of... strike and defense tiles, or opponents that do. One of my favorite, Patch Eye Wolverine, is a really good one to pair him against. It's after you throw out a couple of green berserkers to flood the screen for you and the opponent, then you just turn all the opponent's tiles around for you. And la-di-da. Plus you're stealing AP every freaking time that they make a 4 or 5 combo. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. The Hood, his yellow can be extremely damaging, especially if he's boosted. So, not too bad there. And the fact that he is stealing AP almost every stinking round. Usually when I'm playing against him, he's one of the first ones that I will take out. Because otherwise you're floundering. Even if you have a good... unless I have like Wanda or somebody who's also a good AP generator, then I don't worry about it quite so much. All right, so we are ready here to roll with a team up. Now he's not going to be around much longer. He's only got 5,000 hit points left. I don't even know why they brought her to the fight with 8,000 hit points. So we're going to go ahead and stun here and see where those wonderful, wonderful other tiles go. Okay, and we'll go ahead and finish him off. Finish him! Boom. Yep, Iron Man down. And we've got a lovely 5 in a row here, which is going to give us a couple of nice hits against her. Nothing personal, darling. I just hate you. No. My favorite combo for her, though, is Wolverine, or not Wolverine, the Hulk and Miss Marvel. Wonderful combo. So we're going to hit him for 7,000. We're going to come over here and do a little bit of demolition. See if we can maybe trigger a couple just to get her off the board. These are doing 1,400 on their own. Say bye-bye. She's down. We could wait for him to come out of his lovely state of reverie, and but we're not going to. We're just going to end this. So, I got a little bit of demo, but we're just going to be like, you know what? In your face. Hey, Black Panther meet Black Panther. All right. So here we are. 250 points, less than half an hour in. And we're still pulling over 40. Oh, there's 50. That is nice. Look at that. 1 cover Spider-Man. 2 cover Black Panther. This is going to be cakewalk. I wouldn't even really need to use these, but I'm going to for consistency's sake. And so I don't accidentally jump into the next fight without, where maybe I do need them. But yeah, look at these. Oh, man. 15, 12. And we get to start off with a 5 in a row. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Where do we want it? Where do we want it? Let's go there. A little more black. I love it. Purple, 4 in a row. And then they got a 4 in a row in red, which they, could eventually turn that over to Human Torch. We're going to go red to purple. Got some black. Here's another 5 in a row. Thank you. It's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And let's grab a little bit more purple while we're at it. And blackish. Yeah, we got a lot of black going on. And they're building it up slowly. Let's grab some yellow. They grab some red again. And we are... we're ready to roll. So let's just go ahead and grab that. We'll get some black and red. We're going to say thanks but no thanks. You're not going to get to use your red because Chimney Smoke Boy is going down. Yeah, see, told ya. And then we need a little bit more purple to finish him off, and let's go ahead and do this. And do this. Oh, nice. That was pretty. Okay. So, blue, he's down. And Kappa. All right, bye-bye. That was so smooth. And we get our wonderful recruit token. Hey, just as a bonus, let's go see what that turns into. Hi. So here we go. Thor, yay, 2-star. Okay, speaking of which, after having gained and completely built up, this is a total aside, but I had built up all of the 2-stars, with a couple of exceptions of really weak ones, to fully boosted and leveled up 2s. And then with the revamp that they did, where they were worth more, I actually sold them off, bumped one of my 4s to, full, and championed her, and then started over. And it's been pretty nice because I'm actually using the 2-star cards instead of just, selling them off. So a little extra tip, if you've got a lot of ones that are championed and maxed out and those cards are just being sold and they're not even going towards the character anymore for extra bonuses, just sell them off, man. Start over. It's cool. You get a lot of points. You get got some hero points for it too. Okay, so now we're hitting a lot of 35s, and it's not really so much because of where we're at in the rank. We're still over 300. But a lot of people have obviously closed up shop. And I bet we're going to see a lot of shields up here. Communications, come on. Yep, see, shield, shield, shield. So, but that's okay, because we're still going to find people that are not shielded, that are going to be worth more points, and that tiny little bit of ISO that we dump finding them is going to be worth it. See, look at this. This is not a bad pull at all. 45, and it's going to be a pretty easy run against them too. So... hello, hello. All right. Now, this Wolverine has at his disposal a little bit of healing, and he's going to throw out some extra tiles when they do fun stuff. So he's really not anything to worry about, except for just making sure that I'm not wasting my time hitting him towards the start. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. Gamora's fun, but she's not really that much of a threat, in my opinion. Oh, that's nice. They've got a pretty little... Oh, and so then they threw away their bonus. But, yeah. So, I mean, at least this Wolverine has the basics that he needs in order to function with his... Anyway, he has the basics he needs to function with his... I'm going to help you all out and take damage with it, because he's got the heal, too, so... That's good to see, at least. So now we're just, building up. They're going to get a 4 in a row off the black. But... we're almost ready to roll on these guys anyway, so... Yeah, this is not going to be a bad fight at all. So we've got what we need. We're just going to go ahead and roll this thing out. Well, maybe not. They can't do anything with us for a little while. So let's go ahead and take a little bit more time with it. Oh no, he got sliced up. You know what? It's fine. We are going to be just fine. And some blue, some team up, some purple, black and blue. Nice. Okay, come on. Hope you guys are having fun. All right. So we can finish off with a little bit of purple. Now I would go after Black Panther, but you know what? That healing just annoys me. So we're going to lock him up. Might even take him out. Came pretty close. And then, so we're doing blacks. Okay. Or we could do... No, we're just going to single target this. Yep, she's almost out of the game too. Ba-dum. And since these two are stacked up against each other, we are going to take her out. Bye-bye. And then wait, hopefully, for Black Panther to trip himself up and get lost. Ah. Doesn't look like he wants to play ball. Let's see. Nope, he's just not doing, is he? Okay. Well, we've got a little bit of extra fun because now we are doing an extra 1,200 points of damage per. So this will actually take him out just off of the combo. And then we've got that extra boost. See? And done. And we'll throw Wolverine a heal. We might throw a heal to Nick. Not sure. Now, just a note for everybody out there. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. 69 points. Now, I do enjoy this version of Deadpool, and he is actually a great combination with Black Wolverine, but not so great of a combination with the 5-star Wolverine, in my opinion. And why would you put out the 5-star Wolverine anyway when you're using... That's just ridiculous. But what I did want to point out here is health packs. So when you are making a heavy push, your health packs are getting low, you can purchase more, but that is where I use the Taco Vault tokens. Taco Vault tokens turn into health packs really easy. So I got 20 tokens here. I've got 16 tokens here. The only time I use those tokens is when I'm looking for health packs. And, I'll drop, usually 2 to 3 tokens before I get health packs. I've had as many times as like maybe 6 tokens that I've dropped before I get health packs. So when you're making a push and you're trying to get those points and you're running out of characters or you don't have the characters that you want, that's where you use those. Keep them, hoard them, until you're actually utilizing health pack or need them for the health packs. Don't use them at other times, really. Here, we're just going to go ahead and heal him. Heal myself more just because I actually want to use those tokens in hopes of getting some other goodies. So that's just a personal preference. Since this version of Deadpool doesn't like me doing group damage, we're going to go ahead and deal with him first, because that way there's less to worry about. Take away his red. Now his purple. I love his purple ability in this. I'm going to make you sweat bullets over absolutely nothing. But if you want to take care of that nothing, it will come at a price to you. And he's actually going to be popping that out real soon here. Because countdown for what? Yellow. There's not a lot of yellow on the board. However, I do like the yellow. I enjoy it. So it's going to be a sad, sad thing. However, we're going to have to disappoint him a little bit here, I think. So, there's the yellow. And, oh, unfortunately, see that? Oh, black. There's not anything for black on this screen. What in the heck? Okay. So, see, this would be a really good time to have Black Fist out here, Iron Fist out here. Oh, gonna take a little bit of damage. For what? Oh, and he's getting red, and red. And then there's yellow. Oh, not loving it. Not loving it at all. However, what do we do? 14, 3, 6, 9, 10. Nick, you're positioned very well. You're gonna take a hit, dude. I love you, man, but there you go. Taking the hit. All right. Man, he took my yellow. My yellow. Well, let's grab a little bit over here and see if they're gonna... Oh, there we go. All right. That's okay. What else we got going on? So that's going to expire this next round here. I got that. Countdown for what? So they're up to 10 blacks now, which is not exactly the greatest thing for me. But it's doable still. And, let's go ahead and double up there with the team up tiles. And cool. So, now obviously, when I start this off, I'm going to be stunning Deadpool, because if I don't, he's going to take it unkindly that I'm hitting everybody else. So, there we go. Started off with a stun of Deadpool, and take him out. That's nice and peaceful. Alright, so we're still looking at blacks for that. Still not a ton of blacks on the screen, but let's see. 369,000-ish. Let's go ahead and finish him off anyway. Yep. Well, no, I didn't mean that was going to finish him off, but he's going to be out of my hair real soon. There we go. Didn't even actually need to shoot him, because the demolition would take out either one. But we're still going to make this. Okay, so right now, there's a 4 in a row with the red, or the yellow, or I mean the green. So what we're going to do, even though I would hate, I don't want to lose. Here, we'll just do this. We'll do a soft one. They're going to have to do that, blow those up, and there we go. Bye-bye. Because for some reason, when you do a line blast on the demolition, anything that's left for damage carries over to any surviving, front running character. So, and you saw there, we are at 429. We're barely 45 minutes into this. So I have almost hit my 450 mark, and we haven't even hit an hour playing this. So, and again, a lot of that just comes from being in, a highly populated bracket, cycling through, choosing fights where I'm getting some good points, and I know that I can actually take out the characters. Were I to run a little bit slower on this, I could still do this. I could do this with a weaker team. I could do this with more time under my belt. Now, I am going to take out She-Hulk first, and I am going to very jealously guard green, because she is such a pain in the farking arse when it comes to draining out your gosh damn AP. Hate it. Hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Not a fan. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be making the greatest choices for myself as far as AP build, but them's the breaks. Okay, so like right now, I really do want the yellow that it's showing me. However, that's going to give her some green. She's already got a little bit of green. I don't want her to have green. Not until I have a chance to frickin' flatten her. Oh, and we got a 5 in a row on black. I'm loving that, because black is just a great way to take people out really freaking quick. So let's go ahead and take the 4 in a row there. Ooh, she could have gotten her green on. Could have gotten her green on. And then I would have just had to have been sore. So I'm not actually going to wait all the way until I get my yellow to start the team attack. I'm just going to do it right now. And she's got a 4 in a row on green. She'll have her green, but she's going to be hurting for it, because bye-bye. Good night, sweet princess. See, and that's what I'm saying. The overflow damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a glitch, but it's something you got to be aware of. So when you're fighting against Nick, just be aware that that demolition could be a pretty serious price to pay if you hit the wrong thing. So here we are, out of bullets. See, I don't like those kind of team ups. Out of bullets is one of them. The other one is Ragnarok's lightning rod, because they're supposed to be ones that heal. But because it's specific to that character, it won't heal. It just does, whatever other effects it has, whether it be doing damage or creating tiles, and it becomes a really, really useless team-up because it is specific to that character, not to, the user of the ability, which it should be if they're going to have something like that as a team-up tile. So, just a personal little peeve. And yeah, I mean, we do have the ability to destroy him as we speak, but we're kind of just building up for a softer lead to that. So let's go ahead and hit him. We can't stun him right now. We don't have the blue for it, but we do have everything else that we want, so we're just going to go ahead and clean him up, give him a little shave, and tuck him into bed at night. All right. And there we go, folks. Over 450 points in less than an hour. So hopefully you picked up some other tricks and tips along the way. Just seeing how I battle and how I choose my battles. How I'm cycling through points and what I'm looking for. And I'm still over that 100 bubble. I've got 42 minutes to go. I'll probably sneak myself just into that top 100. What's the reward here? We've got Captain Marvel. That's nice. A nice little promotion here. So, peace out. Talk to y'all later.